Everybody's looking and searching for that one thing that they call true power. What's in power? What's in control? What does a person need to do to get their environment, their area set up in a way where they can achieve peace at any moment, at any time? They don't need a lotion or a potion. That's true power for me. On my spiritual journey, kind of went in phases and various different things. And it was always, even from day one, the dependency on something outside of myself. And that something outside of myself had to show favor. So for example, the people that say that they're woke versus, okay, I don't do the church no more, I'm woke. At least that's, that kind of divide. So even when people, and a lot of people now, when they think, oh, I'm not in church no more, I've advanced beyond that, when you're still, again, applying the same principle that you're depending on something outside of yourself, you are in fact practicing the same exact principles that you think that, you escaped, or people talk about they escape, but you're still dependent on something outside of you. It's just whatever you want to fill in the blank that it is that you've now come to, whatever, worship or seek favor from. Just like in the church, you were seeking favor from, Jesus, and, seeking favor within the church to move up the ranks, yada, yada, yada. Now you say, oh, I'm advanced. Yeah, you've advanced. You're not really advanced. You just switch names with the same principle, and it's still, while you think you've advanced and escaped one thing, you just hopped into another playpen that allows you to get sucked into another level of dependency. Now, there started to be a transition for me, and a transition, it may happen. I can't sit and guarantee what's going to unfold or predict what's going to unfold in your life, but there is a level above where you start to recognize and see aspects of yourself in all of these things, and that's whether you're in or outside of the church. So if you're in the church, you start to see aspects of Jesus, or however you want to title, the name. You start to see certain aspects, characteristics of that within yourself, whereas you just kind of looked at it in awe and reverence. But now you can look over there and you see a little bit of you, like, oh, that's something I did. You start to identify, you start to pull yourself closer, because the sad thing is that it's, I'm not knocking what anyone does, but when you're involved in something, and something that you're whatever worshiping or seeking favor from or seeking dependence on is so far out and put so far up above you that you reach the feel that you can't even reach out and, even as they say, even touch the hem of the garment, that they're so far off. But when you're able to identify and make connection points, that's where real transformation starts to happen. As you start to identify yourself with these aspects, you start to take on some of those aspects. You start to think on deeper aspects of whatever it is. And again, whether you're in the church or you're out here praying to a bunny rabbit, you start to take on those aspects. One of a good quote in a book that I'm currently reading, they said, it's a Taoist saying that if you want to become a Buddha, you must meditate upon a Buddha. You must think upon a Buddha. And you can fill that in with Jesus, Yemiya, whatever you are, because I see a lot of people just looking in awe of these deities, these things, or just one thing, and never making, like, people say they have a personal connection, but you can't just base your personal connection on lotto numbers, or if somebody got with you or broke up with you, or if you came into some money. It's got to be a lot deeper than that. And while I'm talking on that, there's nothing wrong with living good and getting ahead and getting all these trinkets and things, but also get red flags when I see people who are spiritual, and that's in and outside the church, that are super hyper focused on money, tying it with whatever that spirituality is. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to be sacrificing my life and committing to something, I'm going to need a lot more than the lotto numbers or a few dollars down here on earth. What can you do beyond that? Because to be honest with you, if you learn the laws of commerce and economics and marketing and stuff, you can pretty much get what you can get done here. But what about the beyond? And that's where my question is. It's like, okay, cool. You did this offering to this deity and you know, you got a new job. Okay, cool. Is that the maximum level of the power? Like, what is there beyond that? And I don't think a lot of people really ask that question, again, in and outside. So my superpower and aim with all of this is, what can you do to get into whatever your belief in? If you're in the church, if you're in other spiritualities, what can you do to get in your zone immediately? Not the cliche things, but where you can have a deep identifying experience. Because once you start to see yourself as whatever you've been worshiping or bowing down to, and I'm not saying in an egotistical way, I'm just saying in an identifying way. Because many people are just in awe, but people aren't identifying, because you wonder why there's so many of these great axioms, and you read all this great stuff in these books, but very few people are following it because they're not connected or identified. There's some kind of archetype that's perfect, or that does this and this and this the way, or has all the cards set up in a certain way that's able to do that, and they see themselves as not being able to do that because they're so far in the distant away from that. Point blank, I didn't want anything affecting me being able to get into my zone spiritually. So I didn't want to be dependent on a day, a lotion, or potion. And what I realized is that a lot of this, just as we're supposed to follow and think and act as if these examples that we're worshiping, we should also be creating in that way. And I didn't want to be, what if, because I posed a question many years ago to various brothers that, what if they took your oils? What if they took your candles? What if they took your Bibles? What if there wasn't no way to make no offers? What if you couldn't go get this? What if you couldn't wait to that day? What if you needed a spiritual connection today and you couldn't wait to the next full moon? Those are the deeper questions start asked that start to advance you beyond just this piddle paddle shit.